This is Sirena Nereida again with Celestial Soul Wellness, and now we are on the portion of our show, of our full moon report about essential oils and herbs. We talked about the Sabian symbol, we did the personal forecast, we talked about how it's affecting the whole collective consciousness, society in general, and we are now talking about the actual chakras. And why is that important? Because the energy, Sagittarius, is masculine. And it's masculine essence, and the sun, and it's a full moon, so the sun is also in a masculine essence, being in Gemini. Then we have Mercury being in masculine essence. We have Cancer, wonderfully so, Venus is in Cancer, feminine essence. We need that balance. Otherwise, things get lopsided, okay? And so having that balance is very important for us. And so we feel those energies and we get those pulls and develop. And especially if we ourselves have one of those signs that will popularize or bring emphasis to that chakra, or a planet in a sign. So let's say your Jupiter is in Leo, natally speaking, not transit, then that means in your sacral chakra it's going to be very, very hot, okay, in your root chakra, okay, and you're going to be very strong in that. And so that's just an idea, an example of that, okay? So that means when other fire signs, planets are in your fire sign or other fire signs, it's going to expand it, and you're going to have to release it. That's why sometimes you see people when they have, especially now with the Jupiter in Leo, and then this full moon in Sagittarius, there is a need to just, there's a lot of heat going on within themselves. And then we have Chiron, Uranus also in Aries, if I'm not mistaken here, talking about that chakra. So if it's not, people are feeling like they're going to explode in their head, and their digestive system is not working so well. So there's a lot of passion going, and a lot of passion is also rage when it's not coming, if we're not coming from a heart chakra, we're coming from, okay, our lower selves, our dense selves, our ego selves, and that is then all resentment and rage and anger and I'm not going to let you do this to me, as opposed to just saying, these are my limits and boundaries, hello, and needs of revenge, and that's not good. And when people have all that, you're just hurting yourself, really. Okay, when we take things too personally. So, but knowing that, okay, Sagittarius rules the second and also the sixth chakra, okay? So, the second chakra here, what are some of the good essential herbs, oils and herbs and foods that are going to help that? I have videos already for that chakra, so by all means, go ahead and watch it. But some people had told me that they rather have me show it, talk about it, as opposed to them saying, oh shit, let me go now research that. So they get it all in one shot and you just guys see the description. I understand, we're trying to make life easier, okay? So this is a good time now for the essential oils, herbs, incense, and a good time to have musk, sandalwood, jasmine, neroli, orange blossom. Oh, I love all these. Okay, clary sage, coriander, also known as cilantro, calendula, fennel, gardenias. I love gardenias. Send me gardenias. I love them. Okay. You ever want to show your appreciation for the videos that I do? Send me gardenias. Licorice, carob, cinnamon. A lot of people don't know, but when you're having your fruit, remember we have alkalized meals. We should have our fruit in the morning. Okay. Put raw cinnamon, grated or just plain cinnamon, not cinnamon sugar. And that really will help your digestive system, okay? Vanilla, sesame seeds, carrot. Now we're all talking about in the raw form, not mixed with sugar. Rose, geraniums, melissa, lang lang, tangerines. Wow, I have all these in my garden out there. I never really paid attention. Okay, rose geranium, vetiver, patchouli, and vanilla. Okay, So those are some of the incense, herbs that you would like to have around you at this time to balance you out and really, direct, like we did in the tarot cards, direct, that arrow, that Sagittarius arrow, that hawk, and really appreciate the living what's in us and not what is disappearing or what has lost. Though I can totally relate to that. Last week, Bellatrix decided to go out. We saw her the next day, but then we haven't seen her. So if anybody knows anything, I know because I say, you're psychic, why aren't you seeing this? Sometimes when it's too personal, we cannot be objective. And it's a little bit harder even for astrologers. A lot of people come to me for me to read their charts. Guess who I have to go to? My mentors. You guys think I'm expensive? I'm cheap. My mentors are like $1,000 to $2,000, to read the charts. Yeah. Okay. All of a sudden, I sound like pennies. Okay. All right. But then again, why would we spend that kind of money? Because, you spend that for your health, for your direction of life. That's what it is. And so it's very understanding and it's important. So to me, for that direction of life and health, without that, I have no purpose and I cannot help my loved ones. So I will take the time to do that, instead of disguising and making it all superficial. By continuing, all right, for the Svadhisthana chakra, yes, the sacral chakra, also known as the spleen chakra, all about the blood. So a lot of us might be seeing, some kind of cleansing, metal toxins coming out of our system. Take turmeric also, that helps, but eat a lot of melons. I was eating melons and mango, strawberries. I got 2 different types of mangoes. Where'd she go? Here I am, okay. Oranges, coconut. Use coconut oil. It is good, not just for pulling, okay, whitening of your teeth, but instead of butter, just spread it on there. It's healthier. It's better for baking. Use coconut oil. Remember, a lot of safflower and even sunflower and corn oil has gluten in it. So sometimes people think, oh, I'm using organic package. But because the oil has a gluten and GMOs in it, it's unhealthy for us, okay? Almonds, there's also almond oil, okay? And almond butter. Walnuts. Gosh, you guys missed, I was earlier, if you guys had seen the show, I was eating on my nuts there. Bananas, watermelons. If you're not sure, nice big watermelon. How to check a watermelon? How to check a watermelon right here. Look at it. If it's sounding hollow, then you know it's good. Okay? If it's sounding dense, not good. Good watermelon there. Okay? So, let's continue on. All right. Did I get that back steady? Okay. Let's see. Pears, carrots, really good for the skin and the eyes. Pumpkin, squash, yams. And you can also, not just eating these raws, but like squash and yams, you can make your own fries from them instead of from potato. Sorry about that. Instead of potatoes, use squash and yam, and broil them or put them in the oven. So that always works well too, okay? And now let's go to the second chakra, our eyebrow chakra, okay? And some foods for that, for the eyebrow chakra, are blueberries, anything with the purple. Okay, Sagittarius is not just known for its magentas, it's also known for its blues all the way to indigo color. So we got blueberries, red grapes, blackberries, raspberries, all those berries, okay? Even grape juice. Someone's like, can we throw wine? Low content sugar. Remember that sugar mixed with alcohol can really, especially for women this time, because it is the sacral chakra, you can have some problems with your reproductive system, creating enhanced endometriosis and fibroids. So be careful of that. A lot of inflammation during this time. So make sure, if you don't need to be having drinking alcohol with a sugar, then don't. You're like, all right, she said I could drink, just not alcohol with sugar. Yes, I know. I'm trying to, be a little bit lenient and understanding we are human. Okay, so take that into account, and remember that wheat germ, barley, alfalfa, cabbage, okay, eggplant. And so some of herbs, essential oils, and incense for the Ajna chakra, the brow chakra, your third eye. When we do healings, when you're doing meditations, you're focusing up there, you're pulling your eyes almost cross-eyed upward to this point here. And you know what? Just to remind you, when you can and you give your children or your loved one a kiss, and it's just a quick kiss, kiss them on their pineal gland. Help them open it up, okay? Not just on their lips or their cheek, but give them a pineal gland kiss. Really, really beautiful. It was interesting. My cousin had sent me that article, and him of all people, I was just like, wow. And I really appreciate that, You guys have seen them in some of the videos just passing by. Okay, essential oils and herbs. Violet, again, we got rose geranium here, camphor, which is really good too for mouth sores, all right? And some of you don't know that, when your reproductive area, when you're breaking out a lot, in that area, it's your sacral, a lot of heat, you need to, and a lot of toxins are there. So, if you're clean, yay, then you don't have as much toxins. But if you're breaking out in this area, okay, remember, our body is a map of what's going on inside. Every ache, pain is the camel on the straw, and disease is the camel on the straw back. The last straw on the camel's back. I know. Well, at least you can laugh with me, okay, about me. And it's saying no good, no good. When we break out, even with the children, that's why a lot of children do break out in this area, is because they are, going through that puberty and have too much heat within them. So they should be doing sports to get it out, drinking more water and cooling foods. If we're breaking out and having those white little pimples, that is sugar. That's just sugar, 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 sugar. Okay, that pussy types are a lot of heat, all right? And grease, just so you know. Camphor helps that, by the way. That was the whole point of bringing that up. Okay, sweet pea, heliotrope, lavender relaxes, which is really good. Okay, we need that. Lotus, eyebright, juniper, mugwort, poppy, rosemary. Okay, I love cooking with rosemary. Rosemary ham, rosemary chicken even. Okay, poppy seeds, really nice. Now, those of you who take frequent drug tests for your work or for whatever reason, do know that eating excess poppy seeds can show up as opium. Real quick little story. When I was in the Navy, I brought a poppy seed roll, being German and all, love them. So I brought it in, and my commanding officer couldn't have enough. And he was just, ate like probably half of it and barely left anything else for the rest of the enlisted. And so, guess whose number came up for urine test that day? My commanding officer. Guess who? I can't get over this. Guess who showed up for positive for opium? And it was funny because at that, it's not even a real, like the main drug of the time, or the phase, or, the decade, was my commanding officer. He's like, no, really, I haven't. And he was just so, and they couldn't figure out why. And then he comes back and he's like, Ross, he's like, because of you, I tested positive for opium. I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean because of me? I didn't give you any opium or anything. And totally forgotten. No one ever made the connection of poppy seeds with the opium. But I like how he blamed me. for his attack on eating half a roll of poppy seed. So my point being is, be careful with that poppy seed. Nice little joke, okay? Well, not joke, but it's story for you there. Okay, cedar, spruce, pine, sage, okay? Look at that. I always have. And you can do a potpourri of sage, fresh sage too, okay? It's really nice, and just opening it up. If you cannot get a spray for your work area and you don't want to light up incense, having a nice potpourri thing, open it up on your desk. Very nice. Helps keep the negative energies away. If you're a teacher, that'll keep the negative students away. No, I'm just joking. We're supposed to be open with all. Okay. But yes, that way if you have some, energetic vampires at your work or negative energetic people, it'll keep them, put your protection shield around that area. All right. Let's see here. We have oregano, thyme, marjoram, and sandalwood. Okay. So those are some of the foods, incense, and now we're going to talk about the crystals. Okay. So the crystals are for the Svadhisthana, also known as the spleen and chakral chakras. I'm in peppermint. Okay. Are golden topaz, amber. I got amber right here. Okay, and here. Amber. Okay, a citrine, a carnelian, tiger's eyes, onyx. Woohoo, onyx. Okay. And then let's see here. Orange jasper, fire opal, tangerine quartz. So we're looking at the orange colors, okay, and gold colors. Sapphirite, bronzite, orange kyanite, cinnabar. Okay, I don't have cinnabar with me on. I know I have it. Oh, here you go. All right. This is not and this is a gotiate. All right. So this is cinnabar mixed with a carnelian there, just so you know. Okay, and then we have, let's see here, crystals also for the Anya and brow chakra, third eye, pineal gland chakra. Okay, it's lapis lazuli. Remember now with that chakra, we're going to have our indigos, our blues, and violets. Okay, so amethyst. Okay, oh, let's see, I have amethyst mixed with amber here. Really like that combination. I actually made this bracelet. Okay, the other ones I didn't. A fluorite sapphire. Okay, tanzanite indigo. Eolite, azurite, angelite, fluorite, sodalite, blue aventurine. Okay, you notice all the blues there. Okay, moldavite, herkimer, diamonds, dambrite, selenite, pink petalite. All right, and I'm going to go to some of the yoga moves. Okay, and once again, please watch the yoga videos. That gives you more of an idea than just me rattling off the moves. But just in case that, you don't have time to, but, you're going to take a quick break and do some stretches, maybe in the bathroom outside at lunchtime, and you don't have time to see the moves. Okay, and then let me tell you. So, we have cow face, very important. Gomukhasana, warrior pose. I love that. So we got, okay, and then warrior pose, when you're stretching. And remember when you're stretching too, and I don't have the outfit on right now. Usually, with the other ones, you get a better idea. But when you're stretching, you're really getting that stretch. And what's very important is that you're breathing into your abdominal region when you're doing that stretch. Because if you're not breathing in, okay, you're not going to stretch more. Breathing is the number one important thing of yoga, okay, and of our health. A lot of people don't breathe enough, and that's what's going on with their health. Okay, we have a tailor pose, Baddha Konasana. That's when we're sitting down with our legs. Okay, side stretch. We have dancer's pose. That's, the one with our leg and grabbing there. You're like, what is she doing? Child's pose, balasana, cobra pose. All right, really good. And when you're doing cobra pose, when you're up in that position, don't just go this way, but pull it down. Pull those shoulders down. Breathe into it and do 3 nice good breaths into it at least, you know. You see some yoga asanas that really do 10, okay? Yeah, they're holding it. And just, oh God, it feels so good right now as we speak. And pull it back all the way down. And when you're releasing is when you pull in for a deeper stretch. And you even feel it here in the sore spots of pulling. Because what's happening, it's all opening up. And you might feel some sores because when it opens up, we're allowing fluids to move. The lymphatic system, aside from the other systems, are getting a chance to move and function, all right? Women, please, to help your lymphatic system right now, talking about yoga, when you do not need to be wearing a bra, don't wear a bra. Use, you know, your yoga tops, okay? They're cute too, because it's not allowing, especially if you wear underwire, if you're a little bit more endowed, either naturally or enhanced medically, you know, they wear the wire and it doesn't allow movement, okay? I think when corsets were popular, the women fainted a lot, you know, so, oh, they just exaggerate. No, they couldn't breathe because there wasn't allowing movement. The ribs weren't open, everything was compressed. The lungs couldn't breathe in. So, you know, when you don't need to be wearing a bra, take it off, all right? The guys are like, yes, Sirena, tell the women to take it off. You know, in an appropriate manner, in an appropriate place. If you feel comfortable without it, hey, by all means, go to it. You know, I always say less is more. Okay, another pose here, we're talking about pigeon pose, okay, triangular twisting pose, and happy baby pose. All right, those are really fun poses there. And now let's go to the Ajna chakra. And I just pass it for yoga. I sure did. Here we go. And now that's the Anahata. That's the heart chakra. Okay, it's the chakra. And voila. Here we go. We have eagle pose. Okay. We have cobra pose again. So cobra is really important. You're noticing we really need to open up and expand all that headstand. When you're doing a headstand, if you're not used to, use the wall to practice, okay? Make sure you have no barrettes in your hair, no buns up on top, okay? Just to get a good balance, you know, and comfortable clothing and something where you're falling not on tile, preferably on a rug or a mat or on the grass. Child's pose again. Okay, very important. So, thank you for watching this part of the video, okay? And meditation is coming up, so get your music ready, get comfortable, get your blanket, get your sakis, and find a nice, comfortable, quiet place. Bye-bye. Next is meditation.